show. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, studio audience.
That's our lovely studio audience. We're going to take a look at our first track, shamelessly self-promoting Bean Street and Wolfgang.
Seems so far away. Oh, how I hope you could help me to see. It's dark and I can't see the day. Now I can see that it's all up to me. Somehow I'll find my own way. Down along, down the line, old Jack Daniels, a friend of mine, said he'd chase my blues away. Friends of mine said party on, now those friends are dead and gone. Makes them seem so far away. Hey, oh, how I hope you could help me to see. It's dark and I can't see the day. Now I can see that it's all up to me. Somehow I'll find my own way. Out of jail, out of time, Jesus Christ was a friend of mine. Said he'd help me find my way. Some folks only feel real good when they get to hate someone. Makes them seem so far away. Said she'd help me find my way. Isolation takes its toll, all dressed up, no place to go. Makes you seem so far away. Thank you.
That was Bean Street Collective at the Rialto Theater for the Fine Art 5 Cents event on December 22nd. And we've got a couple of Bean Street folks today. I guess I ought to introduce myself. I'm the new co-host. My name's Alex. Of course, you know Flem. And Mike Spillman of Bean Street Collective are here with us today. We got a great show coming up. We got Jesse Berlin, local sculptor. Everybody give it up. We've got Battle Stag, new thrash metal band making their debut. We got Edgar Zotov, working on the Tucson Woodstock project. We've got Alex and Brandon coming up to teach us a little bit about a new improvisational theory that they're putting into action. That's sweeping the nation. And I think we'll bookend this lovely program with some more Bean Street Collective at the end. Some more talk with Flem and Mike Spillman.
We should mention that lovely Rialto Theater show is because of you and Dan Leeson and the folks that helped out with that. Wolfgang got Bean Street the show, and now Wolfgang and Bean Street are we're like some weird creature joined at the hip that could help make this town pretty cool. You know, I mean, you know, like everyone's trying to do. But the more people you align with, the more. I was looking at the studio audience, folks, because they're the best part of this show too. Look at them, studio audience, folks. Yeah.
Clap for yourselves.
Right. But it's not about Wolfgang. It's not about Bean Street. Honestly, what we both are about is supporting arts and music, and he does that in so many ways that we're going to have a whole show about Alex one day again. But Anything you want to say, Mike, before we get our first
Just
guest
what a great job that Wolfgang and Sons Presents did with lining up that show and doing the Fine Art 5 cents.
Oh,
benefit.
yeah.
Thanks a lot, Alex. That was awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
I got some good art out of that shit, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, all we have is crappy prints, and actual art is awesome. Anyway, well, why don't we move on to Jesse Berlin?
All right, come on down, Jesse.
Yeah, come on down, Jesse Berlin.
Yeah. Give it up.
I like it.
It's good to meet you, Jesse.
Good to meet you, Alex. Again, 10 minutes later. So
tell me about your creative practice.
Okay, well, I'm a sculptor. I recently finished graduate school in Southern Illinois. I've lived in Tucson most of my life, and I just returned here. And before I left, I had a relationship with the Sculpture Resource Center.
Oh, give us a brief synopsis of all that lovely crap you just said.
Yeah, so the Sculpture Resource Center is over on 640 North Stone, and it's basically an artist collective. I had a relationship with some of the artists there before I moved back to Tucson, and when I moved back, they invited me to come join them. So now I have a studio there where I produce and promote my artwork, and we have 5 other artists in residence there, and it's growing all the time. And we try to host a lot of events. We just hosted the closing reception for the Tucson Art Festival, which I'm going to go ahead and assume this show takes its name from, even though it probably doesn't. And I've got another one of our artists in the studio today, a gentleman named Josh Woodhull, who's a painter. And just to give you an idea,
Josh, wonderful to meet you.
Of the diversity we have at the Sculpture Resource Center, we've got people bearded and unbearded, and young and old, and male and female, and all that. And
are all those demographics represented here?
Well, we got a young lady who's new to the SRC over there.
Nicole. She's got to come on down then.
Nicole, come on down.
Come on down.
Yeah, there's no hiding on the Artfest show. Am I right?
Yeah,
you are correct, sir.
Yeah, and not only are we all kinds of different people, we all work in different disciplines. We have metal workers, we have a clockmaker in resident, we have painters and sculptors, etc. And we're mostly just trying to grind out our living in this growing Tucson art scene.
That's awesome. And
Thank
so
you.
do you find that you're stronger together?
Yes, absolutely. What we do there, we could not do as individuals because we have resources, facilities, and space that we couldn't normally have on our own. We pool our own tools. So, like, for instance, I brought in pretty much an entire functioning wood shop. Other people brought in welders and tools like that, kilns, ceramic wheels. So now, as a result, every one of these artists can explore different disciplines and passions however they see fit without having to buy the equipment themselves or have a space to house it.
So do people tend to sort of just drop into their own space, or is it pretty collaborative over there?
There's a little of both. I mean, we all each kind of have our own corners that we work in, but we also hire and ask each other for help along the way, and we give each other instruction on different tools and machines. If there's something I'm an expert in and someone else isn't, I'll help them, and vice versa. And so, well, our individual pieces aren't as collaborative. The whole process of production is somewhat collaborative there.
So it seems like you've got education, you've got advocacy, and looks like you're organizing a lot of local events. You got something down the pipeline?
We've got a show in April, right?
I think so. Paul thinks so.
Yeah. We're a little bit fly by the seat of our pants. We're planning something for early April. It might be an April 1st show. We've had some success doing those. We frequently have live music, some kind of local food. At our last event, we had some beer donated by Borderlands Brewery. So, yeah, there's this whole cross feed between local music, food, art. While we're primarily an art studio, we do incorporate any other sort of local talent we can get.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah, we like it.
Where's the space located? It's over in Stone?
Yeah, this is 640 North Stone. It's the place that has the giant papier-mâché skull in front, so you can't really miss it.
That.
Yeah, that's part of, we usually have a regular contribution to the All Souls Day procession, and that for a long time was our float. I don't think we took it out this year, did we?
Oh, wow. No.
You like Robert Crumb?
Yeah, that's some of my artwork in the background there.
How big is that?
Yeah, I made that. That's a life-size.
It's like huge.
Yeah, it's a life-size bronze piece.
You could actually use it.
Yeah.
Communicate with a model.
Well, she lives inside my brain, so it wasn't too difficult. She pretty much does what I tell her.
So where do you do the casting? Is there a foundry locally you have
Well,
access to?
I actually cast this piece in Southern Illinois when I was in grad school. I've had to stop casting in bronze for the most part because I've injured my back, and now I've started creating large-scale plastic castings that look every bit as bronze-like as bronze. I think you saw an image of a deer that was up earlier. It looks like bronze, but it's not. And so, yeah, now that I don't have to work in bronze, I try and save my back and my bank account.
So if a young upstart artist was looking for resources, they could come to this Sculpture Resource Center and get put in the right direction?
Absolutely.
Easter's coming! Yay! Happy Easter!
We like to we like to educate there. We like to help people out. If you just walk in and want a few tips, we're happy to oblige. If you want something more solid, we have, more studios for people who want to be artists in residence, which costs $150 a month for rent or something like that. And then you have a studio and a key to the space. You can work 24/7. Or there's like a lower level rent where you can just come in and use the facilities, but don't have your own studio and don't have a key.
What's that going to run us?
I think is that 75?
Here comes Peter Cottontail.
Yeah, so
hopping
75.
down the bunny
Fantastic.
trail.
Yeah, we like it. It's home for a lot of us.
How many artists are currently partaking and taking advantage of
I think
this?
we had 6, but we might be up to 7 now because
7
Nicole
or
just
8,
joined us.
yeah.
And so yeah, and we've got a few older artists that were with us for a long time and are no longer full members but like to drop in and do some work. We've got established artists like Martin Quintanilla, Gonzalo Espinoza. Yeah, so we've got a lot of people involved in the place that might take a more peripheral role but still help us out with things. So.
Do you usually do your events in-house or do
In-house,
you...
yeah. Sometimes there's shared events. We do some work with Bicas.
Cool.
The opening reception for Sculpture Fest was hosted at the Art Gallery, which is just north of us over at like Speedway and Stone. So, yeah, I mean, there's a few different other art groups in town that collaborate with us, but for the most part, we host our events in-house.
And
We've got like
at
a
least
temporary
one,
stage set up and etc.
member
I think that's...
usually does.
Is that a question or is that we're out of time?
It's a little bit of both. It's a question. We got to see this resource center, me and some Bean Street folks, and very, very impressed.
This guy.
This guy gave me some of his original art, which was awesome, and it's in my house, which is gradually growing. 90% of it's Tucson artists, but really talented people like y'all. We want to show real quickly the video of this lovely piece here, as well as a little bit of Josh's work. So we're going to do that. No to worry though, your art is going to be showing throughout the whole show, and I'd love to have both of you on independently and more on about Sculpture Resource Center and get music and art together more, because I mean, music videos, you see where all this could go. I'd love to have your pieces in music videos. Oh my God. Or yours, or anyone's, yes.
Well, thanks for having us. We do appreciate the opportunity to get our word out there.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. It's really great to see education, advocacy, and space coming together, because that's what is so killer for so many artists, is that they don't seem to have a space, they don't seem to have connections, and you guys seem to be right there in the heart of the downtown and offering these upstarts and established artists alike that outlet that they so need. So you're really making the Artfest show proud. It's really wonderful to meet you.
It's our pleasure, man. Thank you. Okay, so cheers. Hey, more. Come on.
Yeah,
bring
let's
it.
give a round of applause.
All right.
Tucson Sculpture Resource Center.
All right. Cheers. Thank you.
That was fun. Thank you.
All right, what do we got next on the show? It looks like
No one can hear you.
As you can see, he is operating this sculpture.
Are you recording audio? Do you want any dialogue for it?
Yes, sir. We are recording audio. I was just thinking about myself here, what to do.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about this piece.
Yes.
So this piece is called Macomalic Child with Prosthetic Limb Apparatus. And what a Macomalic person is